Good afternoon, and here we are for the 18U Girls Finals here at the 2015 Canadian Volleyball Championships in Calgary, Alberta. My name is Everett DeLorme from volleyballsource.net, and I'm joined by the devilishly good-looking Jaron Mueller.
Thank you.
Jaron, we just had two great matches. The 17U Boys Final, won by the Canuck Dinos from Calgary. The 18U Boys Final, won by Windman from Winnipeg. And now we have the final match of the day. The 18U Girls Final. Two teams here to our left. BCO from British Columbia. And to our right, the Junior Dinos from Calgary, Alberta. Another hometown team. And it looks like we've got some BCO fans in the crowd with some signs, and I'm ready for another big one here.
It's a highly anticipated game. Two great teams that have had strong weekends. Also, I don't know how the Calgary crowd will help them as much because BCO has a lot of fans as well.
Absolutely, and we're concluding 6 fantastic days of volleyball here in Calgary. I mean, we can call this the best volleyball event in the history of Canadian volleyball. Over 10,000 athletes. The women's team getting 2 big wins over Puerto Rico in exhibition play, and the men's team kicking off World League with 2 big wins over Cuba.
That's right, and amazing for these athletes to be able to watch those international games, see how high of a level, and then playing on the exact same court that they watched these players play on.
Absolutely, their first chance to play on a GUR floor, and it's pretty exciting.
That's right.
Just getting ready to get things kicked off as the triple ball system is being set up.
That's right. Big shout out to the staff here too as well. Working hard for these last 6 days.
Absolutely. Volleyball Canada, as well as Volleyball Alberta, Volleyball BC, Volleyball Ontario, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. Everyone's here helping out. And Northwest Territories, you're right. As we get us going here, and an overpass is the first thing, and the Dinos get out to a 1-0 lead, and that serve was from Natasha Gordy.
Yeah, Tasha's the captain here, starting them off with a strong serve, getting the first point.
She goes right at Nicole McNamara, and they go outside to Sarah Chase, and a big kill for her.
Yeah, it's a great high swing there. Back corner, tough ball to block.
Serving now for UBCO is their captain and setter, Shay Harris. She serves it to the libero. That'll be taken out of system. Doug in the back row. Right side to McNamara, Nicole McNamara, and that's Doug. And a tip. Oh, and a tip just over the block there.
Yeah, that's a great point played right there. There's lots of big blocks. Touches off the block to a dig. That's good volleyball to start off this match.
Number 10 now serving for the Dinos, Lauren Koskowicz. 31 there, but Doug, right side, swung, but that's long. That swing there from Tessa Hill. And point goes to BCO.
That's right, we'll be seeing a lot of Tessa Hill this afternoon. She's a great attacker for the Dinos, but one error there.
Left side now, big swing, that's Doug. There you go, left side, blocked and out of bounds. Good kill there off the block by Kendra Finch.
BCO really showing some strong transition play with a great dig. Set outside, a nice hard swing off the block and out.
Oh, and there's an ace there for BCO by Sarah Chase.
Great serve down the line there by Chase. Dinos had to make a decision if it was in or out.
A little bit of energy early on this match, what we like to see, and a missed pass turns into a free ball, but that scores.
Yeah, Tasha coming in to hit the pipe ball, approaching hard. Looks like she's gonna hit it. She drops her elbow and hits a nice little roll shot into the middle and catches BCO off guard.
Tessa Hill serving and goes hard. Oh, and kind of a miss hit there from BCO's Dana Kern.
Yeah, sometimes those are the hardest middle attacks to dig, however. A little bit of a miss hit, ball comes out.
The paintbrush.
The paintbrush. If you could master it, that'd be
That was my specialty.
heck of a shot.
Never on purpose, though. And they're going to go for the step around, but that's dug in the back row, but free ball to be sent over from BCO. Pace of this game. Nice and fast early on, and kind of a pack there from Shaughnessy Hemmons. That's a great name.
Yeah, Shawnee Jimenez. Yeah, it's a great swing cross court there. A little inside set they run.
Another good serve there by Hemmons. Block at the net. McNamara is going to give it outside and cut down the line there. Kendra Finch.
Yeah, BCO are relying a lot on their left sides right now, and they're getting the job done as they lead 6-4.
Nicole McNamara heading to UCLA to play beach volleyball next year. As we see it go back outside to Natasha Gordy. Now here's Finch, and she puts that one off the block and down, point BCO. And they lead 7-4 early in this first set.
Dino's right side block right now doesn't really have an answer for these big left side swings that are coming from BCO.
Oh, a nice spin serve there by McNamara. In the pipe and dug by McNamara. Now in the pipe, and oh, that is just long by Sarah Chase.
That transition there, running a ball just out the back. Dinos get a break, and now they get to come back to serve and hopefully get a steal.
Serving now is Michaelin Sitch, heading to Portland State next year. Oh, wow, what a step around there by Tessa May with authority.
The timing there was perfect. It really opened up a seam in the block, and she really got on top of that ball with a big kill.
Now Finch, and she serves that one long.
Yeah, BCO after a big point, bail out the Dinos and give them the serve back.
Outside to Chase, and there's a pancake by Willow. Outside to Chase again, she swings, and that's gonna find the floor. 9-6 now in favor of BCO.
Chase really playing well at the beginning of this game. If they need a kill, they're going to her, and she's playing very well. Again with a left side kill from BCO against the Dinos.
Oh, and an ace there by May.
That's a great flow serve coming across the net and just dropping down short. It's a tough ball to pass for the Dinos.
Forcing the Dinos to call a timeout early. BCO leads 10-6 in this national final.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting matchup with these two teams because both teams have been pretty well known for beach players as well.
Absolutely. So far, the pace of this game is very fast. Both teams run very fast offenses, and I think we're in for a very exciting match here, Jaron.
Yeah, I do as well. It's not a whole lot of errors going on. Teams are earning points, which is always what you want to see when you're watching volleyball.
Absolutely.
Each team having to earn every point that they play. This Dinos team last year winning U17 nationals.
They've been here before, and let's see if they can do it again. Tessa May back to serve as her team leads 10-6 in this first set. Oh, and a nice swing there is out of bounds for Tessa Hill.
Dinos looking for a touch, but looks like it was just clean outside the block and just out.
11-6 now, 5-point spread for BCO, and third match in a row we see one team get off to an early lead as Tessa May continues to serve tough. Now in the middle, but that's shut down Kern this time.
That's right, Dinos found a little bit of a hole here, so they're bringing in their other setter.
Yeah, we're seeing Olivia Furlan coming out in, and she is usually the starter for this Dinos team, but suffered an ankle injury. You see that ankle brace on her left ankle
That was in the last game of pool play yesterday.
against Leaside from Ontario. But you know, she's a fighter. She wants to win this just as much as her teammates. Actually, apparently, she came back after spraining that ankle and finished her 2 serves to finish the match.
That's right, pretty impressive.
I actually saw her before the match. It's walking around in crutches, and here she is playing. Very impressive as Kern on that shoot, and Harris does such a great job finding her.
Yeah, very important for BCO to get that side out. They went on a run, Dino side out, make sure they come back just as tough as they did.
And here's Harris, the captain, serving. Goes at the libero, and that's an overpass, and Natasha Chase there waiting. And that will force the Dinos to call their second timeout early, down 14-7.
That's right, BCO really leading the play here. They're serving tough, they're swinging tough, everything's aggressive. It's very important to start off a national final like that, show them that they want to win this and they're going to do everything they can, and they're really showing that now.
Absolutely. Take this time to remind the newer viewers. If you're watching on volleyballsource.net, please help support us. Help us get to the 2015 FIVB Beach Volleyball World Championships in the Netherlands. Cameron Kerr and I would love your support. If you can hear him, he's trying to yell into the mic. I won't let him though, keeping him at arm's length. But help us get there. We don't make any money yet from Volleyball Source, but we would love to bring you up-to-date coverage of how our Canadian national team members are doing at the World Championships. As that one's going to go outside, and is Chase going to get it back? No, it's McNamara, and she goes cross-court for the kill, and McNamara has such a whip arm swing. She doesn't look all that big, she doesn't look all that threatening, but she can hit the ball real fast.
Yeah, great technique. No matter where the set is, she's able to get a good snap on the ball and bring it down.
Yep, and in over there by Kern. Point to the Dinos.
Ball just a little bit too far on the same side as the pass, so the blocker went up and touched it, and that's getting called as over.
Lauren Kozlowicz now. Harris, right side to Chase. Oh, and that's out of bounds. Tough set there for her. It was nice and tight, but we would love to see her do something a little bit more with that. Maybe a tip to the deep corner, a tip to the pot, or something other than a ball out of bounds.
Yes, that's right. That's a good save by the setter. I mean, a little tight, but still a great save.
As that serve from Kozlowicz goes long. Coming back into the game is libero Jana Klassen.
Yeah, a couple steals for Dinos to close that gap a little bit, but BCO still leads the play.
That's a Chase, or sorry, Sarah Chase with a tough serve there. Oh, wow! Tessa Hill coming in from the right side. Someone check the court for Dents.
And switch the balls. Big cross-court kill there by Tessa Hill.
And she goes back to serve, looking to add some life into this Dinos team. Oh, and a big dig in the back row. And Hemmings this time going cross court, and there's a big steal for the Dinos.
Yeah, just what the Dinos needed. They had a great dig in the back row by Tasha. Bringing it up, and Schliv finishing it off.
Tessa Hill continue to serve. She's heading to the University of Alberta next year. This year's silver medalist at the CIS Championships. Just tipped over the block. Nice tip. Blocked.
Little pinball action going on.
Oh, and another big swing there by Hemmings. And the Dinos are coming to life.
Yeah, that's the Olivia Shawnee connection going outside. Shawnee hitting that ball nice and hard at the hands. Block was not formed yet, so it hits the hands and goes down.
And I mean, watching Olivia Furlan right now, she is in obvious pain. Still continues to play though. Big swing down the line there from McNamara, and she can hit almost any shot.
Yeah, that was a great hit. Came in, showing cross, came across her body and hit that ball back down the line.
Now Kern back to serve for BCO. I keep on wanting to say UBCO, but it's just BCO.
Yeah,
Not university yet. Oh, wow. Hemmings can fly.
Yeah, she's really coming to life now. She's got the last 3 straight kills for the Dinos, giving them a little bit of motivation to get back into this game.
And she goes back to serve. Oh, wow. On the overpass, Olivia Furlan. You know what? Even with a banged up ankle, she could still jump.
Yeah, I think that adrenaline's going a little bit in those veins to make her get up there and hit the ball like that.
And they're going to go outside again, and that's Doug. Overpass. And on the net is the Dinos.
Yeah, BCO really getting a lucky break there. They had a miscommunication at the net. They just kind of popped the ball over, but Dinos were scrambling and were on the net.
Now McNamara with the spin serve. Great pass. Cross-court kill, or cross-court swing, but that's Doug. Now here's Finch, and that one is in the net in 4 touches.
Great dig, but BCO wasn't able to turn the play there as they hit into the tape.
We're seeing a sub now for the Dinos. Coming in is number 3, Flynn Gutzlig.
Yeah, serve and sub in here, hoping to get a couple more points back as they've closed this gap down to 3.
And Gutzlig here.
Yeah, look for BCO to get that ball back out to the left side so they can get that kill and get back serving.
Harris has 2 options in the front row, Finch and May, both of whom can put the ball away. And finally we're getting whistled back in here. And good pass by Gutzlig. She goes after Chase. Now Finch, and she paints the line.
Yeah, another pass, another great set, and a kill outside. BCO looking pretty smooth on offense right now.
Now Finch is going to head back to the service line. Good pass there by Hemmings. Now outside, and that is blocked. Or sorry, that is off the block and out of bounds. Big swing there by Natasha Gordy.
Yeah, BCO's block is getting in the right spot, but their arms aren't quite pressed over the net, so a ball that hits them will either go straight down to their side or out of bounds.
Oh, and Furlan's serve just out of bounds.
Dinos need to limit those errors right now as they're down, getting later on in the set.
Tessa May. Oh, and a big swing out of system. Now McNamara off the C ball, dug by Furlan, not enough though.
Yeah, great C ball there. Dino's not quite able to handle that dig. Ball's coming a little bit too fast.
May continues to serve as her team leads 21-16.
Dino's coaches here trying to make a change, switch something up, get some different energy on the court so they can try and make a comeback as they switch their middles.
Oh, and a big block in the middle, kept alive though.
Well, looks like it's made a difference as our new middle in there makes a great flush play at the net. Get the point back.
Sarah Gali.
That's good coaching.
She's heading to Ryerson University in Toronto to play basketball next year.
Wow.
Multi-sport athlete. Impressive.
Athletic.
And here's Gordy with the serve and chase. Oh, nice dig. Big chase there by Furlan. And Harris outside of chase again. Tip. Kept alive. Wow, Furlan just keeps on battling, and they're scrambling all over the place. The Dinos keep it alive. Outside to Chase, and she's blocked! Oh my goodness! And the Dinos drop to their knees. Wow, you know what, Olivia Furlan, I cannot say enough from her. Walking around on crutches before this match, and she chases down not one but 2 balls. Fantastic here as Gordy goes back to serve.
Goes 3 balls.
And Harris in the middle, blocked again!
Wow, Dinos really have turned a corner here.
Turning a corner, now they've narrowed that gap to 2 as BCO is forced to call a timeout. And a couple of energy plays here, Jaron, for the Dinos, and they're coming back into this one quickly.
Yeah, that was a great rally with Dinos scrambling all over the court. Olivia Furlan getting a ball out of the crowd and then running back into the court, and Tessa Hill deciding that maybe she shouldn't make her setter run so much. So she'll just get a big block to end the rally.
Great job. I mean, Furlan, I don't know if it's from the pain, but she is all smiles on the court. Watching her run back from the wall, she chased that one down to the wall and is smiling after running into her teammate. It's just impressive. BCO ready to come back from the timeout, as are the Dinos.
Yeah, we'll see how the Dinos do after this break and play. They sure had a lot of momentum and a lot of energy, so it'll be interesting to see how both teams respond now after this little break and finish off this set.
Here's Gordy serving for the Dinos. She'll be staying in town to play for the UFC next year as Sarah Chase finally gets a point for BCO as they increase their lead to 3 here, leading 22-19, looking to close this first set of the 2015 18U Girls National Championship.
Yeah, that's a great coaching timeout. Set up the play, get a guy set out.
Yeah, get the troops settled. And out of the pipe is Gordy, and there's a bit of a dribbler. Cross court to Chase, blocked. Falls on the court. 23-19 now.
Yeah, Chase with another big left side kill. They're really relying on her, and she's coming through in the clutch here.
I like to call this the Monsters Inc. point.
And why is that, Everett?
Because that's when they yell when a human gets into the monster world. 23-19.
That's right. I should have known that.
You should have known that.
I have to watch more movies.
Emmons now is dug in the back row by Finch. Now McNamara cross court, and she's dug.
Great cover here by the Dinos.
Another one by Hemmons. Here's McNamara. Oh, wow, what a shot.
Yeah, it's an incredible vision there. You obviously know that's from the beach. Scramble plays. Dinos digger in 6 is not near the line. So she does a little line over shot. Drops right in the corner.
Oh, just long there by Harris. 24-20.
Very close serve there on the end line. Luckily for the Dinos, is just out.
Golly now. And Harris, what good job getting her hands on it, and McNamara chipping one in. Harris doing a good job to get to that one again. Now Furlan, right side. Oh, a pump to deep one. Now here's Chase on the right side, off the top of the block, and set number 1 goes to BCO. They take it 25-20.
Yeah, it's some great swing. I mean, BCO really cutting down on their errors, making Dinos earn every single point that they get. Strong first set by BCO.
Absolutely. Set number 1 goes to BCO. But as we saw in the first match, Calgary teams are not likely to give up after set 1.
No, that's right. Being from Calgary, I'd like to see that fight as well, but BCO is really having a strong match so far.
You're doing a pretty good job at not being biased here, Jaron.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best. Hopefully it's not seeping through when I'm talking about Calgary teams.
No, I think you're doing a pretty good job for your first time on the mic.
Thanks, Everett. That's so nice of you to say.
This is our third match of the day. The Canuck Dinos took the 17U Boys Championship. Windman from Winnipeg takes the 18U Boys Championship, and here is the 18U Girls Championship. And I mean, we have the champions from Alberta, the Junior Dinos, and the champions from BCO going head to head.
That's right.
That's exactly what you want to see in a national final, and it has been a fantastic week of volleyball here in Calgary. I can't say it enough, you know, the Volleyball Canada staff has worked so hard and did such a great job on this event. It's been a fantastic event through and through, and I already cannot wait to the next big national championship in 2018.
That's right. It's really been such an amazing event for volleyball to be all in the same spot at all levels. You 14 all the way up to our women's and men's senior national teams.
Absolutely. Great celebration of Canadian volleyball here, and you get to see as we hear the Let's Go Dinos from the crowd behind us. Hometown team getting some love, but it's really showing you how far this sport is coming in our country. And maybe some people will start to take notice.
Yes, that's right. Now, a couple things need to be adjusted here after the first set, going into the second set. Dinos need to solidify their passing, as you can probably barely hear me as the crowd is
nice and loud, just the way we like it.
Getting as wild as I think it's been all afternoon. But Dinos here need to solidify passing. They let a couple aces go. They haven't been able to get their middle as involved. A lot of outside sets, so hopefully they want to solidify that passing, get that ball up to the net so they can give their setters something to work with. And BCO still playing very well. They're serving so tough. They have a lot of great float servers and their big spin server as well. So
the injection of Olivia Furlan into the lineup pays huge dividends for the Dinos, but a great serve there by Harris right off the bat for BCO.
Yeah, it looks like they're listening to the webcast as they need to keep serving tough, as they did, and Dinos need to talk about how they're going to handle that.
If there's one thing we've learned today, Jaron, is that teams need to listen to this webcast to know what needs to happen.
Yeah, exactly. I'll have to get some earpieces into the head coach's.
Oh, and that point is going to the side of BCO as the Dinos are called on the net.
Yeah, great block there, but looked like penetrated a little bit too close to the tape and touched the top of the net there.
A tough set that time from Furlan.
Well, that's a great wipe shot there by Tasha.
Yeah,
Set's a little bit too tight. She goes up, pushes that ball off the outside hand and out the back.
Natasha Gordy with the kill that time as Furlan. Oh, wow, what a rocket serve from her as McNamara chips one in. Furlan takes that first ball, and it's going to go. Oh, that time was Tessa Hill. Just a nice tip over the block. She's got that soft touch.
Yeah, it was perfect placement as the blockers tried to climb the ladder there, but reached the top and couldn't get to that ball as it landed right behind them.
Olivia Furlan once again with a tough serve. The Harris force in the middle that time, and Kern puts it long.
After a strong offensive first set here, BCO is struggling a little bit to get a good connection and getting a good swing on their outsides and their middle there.
Furlan, wow. She's serving that one an inch over the tape, maybe, and oh, a little chip shot. Not reading that one great was libero Janet Klassen.
No, that's right, and that's a great shot by Chase. You know, they haven't been scoring in the last couple points, so she did a little change up and rolled it right into the pot.
Outside now to Tessa Hill, and she is physical. And now McNamara. Clausen this time getting a touch on it, but almost hitting the referee.
That's right, but very athletic move by the referee and dodging that ball, and he's safe.
But as athletic as you can be on the stand.
That's right.
Here's Furlan, she's gonna go right side. As Gordy puts it off the block. UBCO tries to keep it alive, but it goes off the sport court behind the banners.
Yeah, that's a great distance set there by Furlan. Another good swing. Hitting the ball out the block and out the back.
And here's Gordy. Goes at Chase. Oh, and that finger paintbrush, sorry, by Kern scores in the pot.
Finger painting brush.
Finger painting brush.
Yeah, that's another shot to the pot that's scoring on the Dinos, so maybe an adjustment that the libero and defender in one need to talk about.
Tough serve there by Harris. And that's Doug. Finch chipping that one in. Here's a chance. Oh, and a terrible dig there by Clausen. And Hammonds with the block, and really a missed opportunity for Clausen. Free ball is sent over, and she puts an overpass over the net.
Dinos kind of scrambled a bit there, didn't take their time. Few quick decisions with a great block by BCO.
Harris, or sorry. Oh, big dig by Finch, and Ferland chases that one down. Not enough though. Sorry, it was Kern serving and not Harris.
Yeah,
And
BCO finding their rhythm and their swag back right now. They're being aggressive and swinging hard. And Dinos have to take a timeout to try and shorten that up and make sure that they can get this momentum back.
BCO leading 7-4 here. And
I think Dinos here are going to be talking a little bit about making sure that pot's covered on defense, but also setting up their block on those outside attackers that have been so strong and hitting the ball and hitting it off the block and out. BCO continuing to use the momentum that they've just built up and staying aggressive and making sure that they're not waiting to see what the Dinos give them. They're being the aggressor in every point.
And if BCO wins this, Jaron, we'll see 3 national championships go to 3 different provinces.
That's right.
Which is not what we saw in the first wave of this tournament.
I wasn't around for that first wave, Everett. Was it all, which province was cleaning up?
I believe it was Ontario.
Okay.
By my count of the Division I Tier 1 medals in the first wave, it was 11 for Ontario, 1 for BC.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Nicole McNamara. So much finesse. But I mean, we obviously were seeing a little bit
so beachy. So beachy.
So
that's a
beachy.
That's a cutty.
That's a cutty for sure. And Ferland, right side to Gordy. Oh, no, sorry. To Tessa Hill.
Yeah, running the overload with a 61 and going back. Tessa Hill staying high, hitting the ball hard.
Oh. Wrong server, and wow, I've never seen that happen before, but they made it work.
I haven't seen that ever before either. I don't know how they...
Oh no, it's still alive. This is a weird point as Hemmons is dug in the back row and Chase is going to give it to Finch. And Finch is blocked at the net. Can we try to figure out what happened there?
Okay, so Dinos had the wrong server back. They had their right side serving, but their middle had to be serving. So what happens when the middle's back row is the libero's in. So the right side had to throw the ball back to the middle to serve. So the middle went back. Meanwhile, libero was out for the other middle. So they had to switch and she had to go back in the front row. So it's a 3-man weave.
And all this
rotation.
happened after the whistle went.
Yeah.
Incredible. Not to mention in that play, there was a tip over the block.
Photo finish.
There was a tip over the block that the Dinos thought was down and started cheering, but BCO kept alive. That was crazy. You could see anything at a national championship. Now Harris sets it up to May, but no touch there from May, and we're all tied up at 8.
BCO having that 31 run pretty well in the first set, and now they have a couple miscues here, and watch them maybe go back to the step a little bit more, because that was pretty successful in the first set.
And to May again, but she's dug. Just a tip over the block. And that tip there from the Dinos. Oh, and McNamara's beach game coming into this one again, but not in the right way, as those were some low hands.
Yeah, with the scoop. Again, BCO trying that 31 and just tipping it back to Dinos.
Chase passes it up. Here's May, and there we go. May finally gets a kill.
There you go, third time's the charm. It's a great swing in the middle by BCO.
And McNamara now back to serve. Serves that one to the baseline. Oh, and a little dribbler there by Michaelin Sitch.
That ball going a little bit further than where the middle was at, as they didn't cut off their approach straight at the setter, and as she reached, she just tipped the ball to the sideline and got the kill.
Now here's Tessa Hill. She goes at Chase. Oh, and Harris with the tip over the block on the overpass. That was an athletic play. Shea Harris.
Harris elevating, getting to that ball just before the blockers did and finding the open court.
Here's Finch now serving for BCO. Hemmons is dug in the back row. Now here's Chase coming with speed. And that will be touched on its way out. Point BCO.
That's right, that ball hit me off the block out the back. Dinos need to solidify their passing here as that pass is just far off the net.
Finch continues to serve as BCO takes the slight 11-10 lead in the second set. They take the first as Hill's swing goes long, and now they lead by 2.
Yeah, again, great aggressive serving by BCO, putting Dinos in a tough situation. Also with Olivia's ankle being a little sore and making her run around. She's not getting to the ball quite as quick, so passers need to make sure that they tighten up the pass here.
Oh, and a kick there from Hemmons as Chase puts down that overpass, and she kicks that one into the stands.
Causing a timeout here for the Dinos. Slow the pace down. As BCO's got the momentum as they go up by 3. As I mentioned before, Dinos really have to make sure that they get their passing solidified.
Absolutely, especially with Furlan's banged up ankle, you really need to make sure that that pass is in 2.5 every single time. If it's there, she's gonna set a nice ball, and with the hitters that the Dinos have, it's gonna be tough to stop them.
Yeah, and with passes going every direction, it gives confidence to the other team's servers, and serving is very contagious in volleyball in a team. So once one server starts going off, and makes other team members serve a little bit harder, take a little bit more risk, and it paying off.
Absolutely. On the other side of the net, BCO just needs to continue serving tough. They have been putting the pressure on the Dinos from the get-go.
Crowd again being creating a great atmosphere here for both sides.
Absolutely. Here we have Finch serving. And she goes at the libero. Outside now to Hemmons, and that's blocked but kept alive. Hemmons again. A little tip over. Kind of a scramble play, but it's still alive. Oh, and Furlan! Nice little dump over the block.
A little flip. Yeah, in transition there, blockers aren't ready. The ball's a little bit far off the net, so they didn't expect that dump. I think everyone's so confused by that dump that we forgot who's supposed to serve.
And now here's Hemmons. Hemmons serving for the Dinos. Tough pass there from McNamara. Here's Chase. Oh, wow. Maybe Chase plays a little bit of a beach. That was a shot.
That's another cutty there right along the net. That's a tough ball to dig.
Falling within a meter of the net. As May heads back to serve for BCO. Pass by Hill. And Gordy's gonna have to deal with that tight one, and she puts it off the antenna. Dinos not too happy with that call, thinking it went off the block and into the antenna, but not gonna change the referee's mind at this point, as May continues to serve, and her serving has caused problems for the Dinos all afternoon long, and tough pass there, set there from Furlan. It looks like her release was just a little bit off, and putting it down was Harris. 16-11 now for BCO.
Yeah, Dino's making some uncharacteristic errors right now, and BCO really pressing.
And that serve from May is long.
That BCO bails out Dinos here. As a serving sub comes in here.
Coming back in to serve is Flynn Gottslig. Right at McNamara. Now Harris with the shoot. Kern just gets a fingertip on it, hits off the tape and into the antenna.
That's just what you look for in a serving sub. Put the ball in play, put them in a little bit of trouble, and then set up your block and get a steal.
Deep tip, and Harris, we've seen her do that before, and Gottslig was reading that play, and she went to go take it, take the tip, and Harris saw the open court.
That's incredible net play there by the setter. Really showing her height.
And another overpass put down by Chase. 18-13 BCO, and they can smell it.
Dinos continue to struggle with their passing.
Oh, and that tip from Koskaucic is blocked, and we're going to see that sub come in for her. Sarah Galley coming back in for Koskaucic.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there that we had a step, but also either a C ball or something else coming on. So hitter hesitated and made a play into the net.
Harris serving for BCO. Great pass there by Hill. Out to, and here's Ferlin with the swing, and she's gonna, no, Sarah Chase. Oh, that was close.
That's a great chase down by BCO. They almost bought that ball all the way back. Also a setter kill there, placing the ball at the sideline. Great shot.
Still 19-14 lead here for BCO as Ferlin serving bullets. Harris, right side to Chase. Oh, and that one paints the line on the back line. 20-14 for BCO, and they're inching closer and closer to a national championship. And that pass there from Gottslig goes out of bounds. 4 points away now is BCO from a national title.
Yeah, Dinos really need to figure out this serving for them to have a chance.
Hemmons with a tough pass and put over. And it's going to be chipped over by Finch. Kept alive time and time again. Here's the Hill. Now Finch. Big long rally here. Here's Hill again. Oh, and that one is into the antenna.
Yeah, tough play there. I think she might have misstep or tripped on the attack line or something, or maybe the set was a little bit too far outside, but she wasn't able to get a contact on that ball.
Here's Chase. And Galley is blocked. Now right-sided, and that's dug. Big dig there. Now here's Hill with the tip, and she's dug by Harris. McNamara outside, Finch, and she's dug. A long rally here, and Gordy's just gonna send it over. Oh, with authority, wow.
Wow,
Dana Kern.
That's a great hit right there. That's just a great rally put together by BCO. Dinos threw everything they had at them. They had a middle, right side, left side. BCO continued to dig it and finished with a big transition middle kill.
Outside to Hill, and she's dug. Here's a chance for Chase. Chip to the middle, that's dug. Now to Galley, kept alive. Right side, McNamara. Oh, and McNamara was dug, but not turning around fast enough was Galley. And we have championship point for BCO.
That's a great shot by McNamara. Big line ball right at the libero. Dinos are really struggling here to find something that can get them out of this rotation.
And now Sarah Chase for championship point. Ferlin, right side. Gordy's dug. Here's a chance for BCO. Now Finch out.
Yeah, Dinos getting lucky with a shot out there. Some great defense by BCO. They're really earning all these points.
I mean, we talked about it in the last match. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, but she's
just behind the curtain at this point. And McNamara with the right hand, and she scores! BCO is your 2015 18U Girls Champions.
That's right. And by an off shot by McNamara, just how it would end.
Doesn't matter how you score as long as you get the ball on the floor.
Exactly. Doesn't matter which hand or what shot you make. Great match by BCO. They really were the aggressors the entire way through. They're swinging hard, making a ton of digs, and they really earned this one. Disappointing for the Dinos, but they again had a great tournament. They had two really close games today that they were able to turn around and play great. So my hat's off to them, and they had a great season.
Absolutely. Congratulations to BCO. Thank you very much for tuning in today here on volleyballsource.net. And one last time, if you are a fan of Canadian volleyball, if you enjoy what we do, please support us in our bid to go to the 2015 FIVB Beach Volleyball World Championships in the Netherlands. Head to our website, volleyballsource.net. Check out our Kickstarter. You can also check it out at volleyballsource.net/help. And help us get to the Netherlands. There's only 4 days left.
Yeah, being in Volleyball Canada and also with the volleyball community, it's pretty important that Volleyball Source can get there because they're such a great supporter and in the media and really getting the sport of volleyball out there, and supporting them would really go a long way for the sport.
Because you know TSN won't cover it, and neither will Sportsnet. So the only chance you have is us. On behalf of my good buddy Jaron Mueller, my name is Everett DeLorem, and that's a wrap from Calgary 2015.